Hello and welcome to Karibuni Jikoni. My name is Chef Carol. In this video today, I'll be showing you how to make chicken curry with pineapples. So I have a whole chicken here. You can use chicken breast if you want. And I'll slice my chicken. So I always start by separating the legs, and you have to check that you don't crush the bones so much so that you don't have small bones in your stew or in your curry. So legs. After that, I do the wings, both wings out. And while preparing the chicken, what I normally do is do the curry sauce already. So you can your curry sauce. And for this curry sauce, I have onions, I have garlic, ginger, turmeric, fresh turmeric, and my pineapple and my spices. In my last video, I showed you how to do spices, and this is what I have. I don't do a lot or large amounts because I don't want to keep them for long. So I always fill this jar, or depending on how much spices I need for the week. And the jar is very tight. That means there's no aroma going out of the spices. So I'll start with frying the onions. Diced onions in and let them fry for a bit. So while the onions are frying, I continue doing my chicken. You have to maybe to reduce the time in the kitchen, do things at the same time. That means when you're preparing your chicken, you're also preparing the curry stew. So after this, I cut the back. And it's just easy to separate the back from the breast. Here we are. And one thing I don't like is this small thing behind here. I don't know what it is called in your language, but in Kikuyu it's called gatitira, and I don't like eating it, so I always put it away. And the back, I cut 3. Just do a little bit of pressing, and then with the breast, I look for the middle of the breast and just press, and it's already separated. And then I cut the breast into 2. So, and here we are. I have my chicken separated. So the small wings, there's really nothing inside. There's no meat. So there I also separate them. You can do them with if you want, but normally, you know, there's nothing in there. The leg, I also do 2 pieces. Just cut it slowly until you get to the joint. It's really easy. You don't have to break anything. You just separate it. Go around with your knife to the joint, and it's already separated. So my onions are looking good. And now I can add the garlic. I add the ginger, fresh ginger and fresh garlic. Oh, it's already starting to smell good. I didn't do all the ginger. I had done too much of it. And now what I do with the chicken is that I put some spice in it, or salt and pepper. Here I have my salt. I like doing spice on my chicken before I fry it. So I put my knives on the side. And this to make sure that you already have enough salt and pepper. So don't forget your onions. They're not supposed to burn. Just fry a bit. And this is a time where I put the spice in. So I have to clean my hands a bit. Because I still like having the spices fry together with the onions. And for this whole chicken, I'll do 3 teaspoons. And remember to always close your jar with your spices. So that smells like curry. And then I will also do some cayenne pepper on the chicken. This gives it a nice color when you're frying the chicken. So here we are. So my onions are now good. What I'll put in now is just a little bit of water. So here we are. Now you can also do that with some white wine, but because I'll be cooking for my children too, I'm not using white wine today. I just use some water, and that stops the onions from burning when you put some water in. And now it's time to use my coconut milk. Only coconut milk if you want, but I also do a little whipped cream. That makes the whole curry a bit spicy. Now I will let my curry simmer. I'll add the whole of it and a little water too. I have chilies that I didn't cut into small pieces because I want to remove them afterwards. I just want some nice chili taste in without having to bite the chili. So I'll put them in whole. And this is a time where I put some salt according to your taste. If you don't like so much salt, you don't have to put a lot of it. So, and then I put some pepper in. So now I can cover my sauce. And what I do now is push it to the other heat and fry my chicken. I fry the chicken because I like the roasted aroma when the skin has been, when the skin is brown. That's why I do the sauce separately, and then I fry the chicken separately. That means you heat your pan really good. It has to be hot, really hot. And if you remember when I was doing the other video, I told you in my spices, I don't have cardamom. So what I do is I cook the cardamom, I boil it with water, and now the water is really full of cardamom aroma, and I'll add that into my sauce. I won't put all of it in because I have a lot of cardamom in there, and that is enough for the taste. So, and my pan is looking good now. So I'll place the chicken in there. Straighten out the skin a bit. Yeah, that looks good. You don't have to cook the chicken. You just do this, the other side. You just let the chicken brown from both sides. That means it's just a short time where the chicken is supposed to be brown. And the thing I want to show you now is, so it's very important when you have worked with chicken to change your cutting board, because chicken has some salmonella that is not good for your health. It could cause you a lot of health problems or food poisoning even. So you just change your board and clean your hands thoroughly. The knife too. So now with the clean knife and hands, I take the other board, turn my chicken, so what I told you I'll be showing you this time is how to work with turmeric. So you're wondering how you now get the yellow color in curry, because I only have this brown like spices. The yellow color in curries come from turmeric. Turmeric looks like ginger. So here is ginger, but its color is orange. It's orange, but when cooked, it turns yellow. So when you're working with turmeric, you have to put on gloves, because turmeric, the color is very, very intense, and if you get it on your fingers, it will not come off very quickly. And be careful also with your clothes, because when you do that, when you get the color on your clothes, sometimes it's not easy to get the color off or at all. So that's looking good. My sauce is also simmering. And what you do with turmeric is you don't really peel it. You scratch the skin. off. So let me put this here. Because if they are very thin, so if you peel them, there won't be much left for your chicken. So here we are. So that's how turmeric looks like. And you have to deal with these small ones. The one has. Of course, you can buy your curry spices from the supermarket or wherever. But what the problem is, so I think my chicken is now brown. Yeah, it's looking good. So I will just put my chicken pieces in my sauce. And I took a big pot because I want them all to lie in the sauce. So, oh, the smell is really good with the coconut milk. So I have all the pieces lying in the curry sauce. And I cover my pot and don't heat the pot don't use very high heat. The chicken has to simmer slowly. So, and now I finish up with my turmeric. And turmeric is said to have very many health benefits. So you can also do turmeric on your rice. The rice gets a very nice color when you do turmeric rice. You can use turmeric to make tea. And what I also use turmeric for is for my smoothies. I like it fresh and raw. That's how you get the best out of it. And because of this color, the beta carotene color, always add a little oil to it when you're doing smoothie, for example. And that way you get all the nutrients out of your turmeric. So here we are. I think I have enough of it. So, on that side, and I take my other knife. I always have different knives for different things. You can crush it in the blender if you want, but the problem is that after that you'll have this yellow color in your blender, and I can tell you that you won't be getting it, be able to clean it for a very, very long time. The color remains for a very long time. So here we are. Just do very, very, very small pieces, as small as you can. You can, like I said, if you don't like this work, use your blender. And take care of your fingers, of course. So, and then I'll add my turmeric into the sauce, into the chicken, for that nice yellow color. And the thing about using fresh fresh herbs and fresh spices is that you get the best out of them. You know, when you're buying some powder somewhere, I'm not really against buying spices, but when I mix my own spices, I know what I have in there. And I can do the ratios and the proportions the way I like them. So what oh, now it's turning yellow almost immediately. And depending on which chicken you're using, if you're using the kienyeji chicken, that takes, of course, a lot of time to cook. It takes more time than the other chickens, the spring chicken. So that means you'll be needing 45 minutes maybe. But you have to feel. You have to look at your chicken, feel. Mostly, I'll show you one sign of knowing whether your chicken is cooked. And so now I can take off my gloves. And also, after cutting your turmeric, make sure you clean the knives as quickly as possible, because you'll have your knives stained too, and the boards too. Just clean them as quickly as possible, because if the color remains on your board for some time, especially the white boards, you won't be able to get it off very quickly. So I'll be giving my chicken about 25 minutes. And what you can do or accompany your chicken curry, you can accompany it very well with rice, vegetable rice, for example. You can also do chapati. In my other videos, I showed you how to do the chapati dough. I showed you how to roll out chapatis for really nice, soft, layered chapatis. You can check out those videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Chef Carol's show. And you'll be getting many other videos there. And as we continue simmering the chicken, I'll do some rice so that I can show you how nice that looks in a plate. For the pineapple and my coriander, this will come in later, because pineapple has sugar in it. And when you put something with sugar, before your chicken is done, it can start burning. Because of the sugar, there'll be caramelization. I still have a problem with that word. But anyway, the sugar will caramelize. And that's why we save everything with sugar to the end. And because the pineapple doesn't really have to cook, it's not a problem when you put it, you wait until almost the end. And what I do with coriander, I have coriander which has been sliced with what are they called? The stems. And this one I put earlier, because the stems also have a nice taste. A taste that sometimes even more intensive than the leaves. So, and then just before I serve my food, I put some more coriander leaves, because the green color looks nice and the taste is also good with nice green coriander leaves. So let me prepare some rice, and during this time our chicken will be done. So always remember to turn your chicken. If it's not, if the parts are not completely covered by the sauce. It's already looking good. Oh, and it's the aroma is just wonderful. So my chicken has been cooking for about 22 minutes now. So it's time to add my pineapple. When choosing your pineapple, I don't know if you know how you can see if your pineapple is ripe enough. You just, the pineapple looks like that and the leaves on top. So the middle leaves, just try to take them off. If the leaves go easily, if you can take them off easily, your pineapple is good to go. So I'll just let my pineapple get warm, and also the coriander with the stem into the sauce. And something that really goes well with curries. When you're doing curries, please always add a little sugar. Not a lot, just a little. This complements the curry spices very well. And you have a nice dish that is not sweet, but has a really nice taste. So I'll just cover this for 2 minutes. And I'll take the 2 minutes to do my rice. This is the rice I did. Well, you can always do rice well with something like this. And my rice wouldn't be sticking in the tin because it has some nice vegetables in, but I like the color. But this is always a nice way to serve your foods. Putting them in the ring. When you have some nice basmati rice, that sticks together. You can see this one is not sticking together, but when you have rice that sticks together, it's easy to press it and it remains in form. So that's okay. I want to have everything inside. And now I think I can take out my chicken pieces. And I told you maybe one of the ways, if you're not sure of how you can see if your chicken is done, is when on the leg, the whole meat goes in front and your leg is clear. That's one way of knowing that your chicken is well done. So we'll switch off the fire. And then what I do is I'll just put on 2 pieces. That's a breast, and you can also add 1. Now you have 3 nice pieces. And your sauce, your nice sauce, because curry is about the sauce. Your nice sauce, you can serve in a nice coconut bowl. It really looks beautiful. And then, of course, I'll put some pineapples. So I'm done with that. I'll do a little sauce just to make it look nice. It's a nice chili. Maybe something green, it's always nice. And just slowly take off the lid. So here we are. That's my chicken curry with vegetable rice. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Continue subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's Chef Carol's show. And see you next time on Karibuni Jikoni, when I'll be showing you how to do a nice beef stew with spices. Till next time, bye-bye for now.